Our next speaker was a graduate of San Beda University, Mendiola, cum laude, and he graduated with a major of economics with public policy. He was the best economics student and one of the 10 outstanding economics students of the Philippines. After his amazing college stint, he continued to rise among the ranks in the corporate world, and he became one of the 10 outstanding young employees of the Philippines in 2013, a Manila Titana Business Pillar awardee, and a Natatanging Pasigueño Honorable Mention awardee on business economics and entrepreneurship. Let us all give a warm round of applause for the Vice President at First Metro Securities Brokerage Corporation, Mr. Andoy Beltrán.
Yay. Thank you so much, uh, Jessica. Super happy when I stepped in because this is actually officially my first time setting foot no sa Asia Pacific College. I always get to see your campus every time I drive by SLEX papuntang Tagaytay, but always feels nice no to be here for the first time. I wear a lot of hats. Sabi nga dun sa intro ni Jessica, I do a lot of things all at the same time. But right now, this morning, I'm wearing the hat of a First Metro Sec employee. I'm a stockbroker. I'm an investment banker. No? And on the side, I do several other things. I sit at the board of directors of Metro Bank's editorial advisory board. Lahat ng mga lumalabas sa social media, print, uh, na related to investments, it passes through me for review, for approval. Um, I am a faculty sa Inquirer Academy, PS Bank Business Campus, Metro Bank Academy, and I'm also a regular contributor sa Inquirer and the Business World. So I live and breathe finance and I live and breathe financial literacy. No? Um, my typical day actually is like this. No? I joined First Metro Sec sometime 2015. Kaya every time I get introduced, sabi nga ni Jessica, 2013, I was named one of the 10 outstanding young employees of the Philippines. But because 2013, I was still young. No? But ngayon, since joining First Metro Sec 2015, what we did, we started enhancing products and services. We started reaching out to more Filipinos. And that's also the reason why 2017 up until 2023, 2024, we started getting local international awards because of what we do, product services, and even market education programs like this. Again, my typical day involves jumping from office to office, island to island, campus to campus, sometimes even country to country. Not just representing First Metro Sec, not just representing Metro Bank, but also representing the Philippines. I get imported a lot by BSP, Department of Finance, Bureau of the Treasury, to help our kababayans both here and abroad be wiser, be better when it comes to money. Hindi ako mahilig mag-travel, especially since I have makulit kids. No? So mas gusto ko sa bahay, mas gusto ko taking care of them, spending time with them. But parang demands for the job. Sometimes I get called to serve, again, not just my firm but also the country. So I'm helping one way or another in the Philippines' nation building efforts. No? In fact, I was here 9 o'clock. You wouldn't believe, but because this is actually my second speaking engagement today. Galing ako sa 6 to 7 a.m. Event for one of the biggest call centers in the Philippines. So basically, this is what I do. And then I have another one tonight, 7 p.m. for Inquirer people. No? So yun, during the height of the pandemic, we had to adjust. So ang ginawa namin, we took advantage of opportunities, one webinar at a time, one TV guesting at a time, one radio interview at a time. At unti-unti, sinubukan kong mag-podcast, sinubukan namin mag-record for YouTube, and fast forward to today, medyo malaki na yung reach namin. No? Ngayon, ang pag-uusapan natin, ang mga problema. Every time I get invited to talk to students, especially students in the field of finance, no, I see to it that yung mindset ko and yung preparation ko. Again, I was emailing, I was talking to Jessica since late last year, no. Sabi ko, I'm going to start preparing my materials mga latter part, days before the event para mas updated and para ma-factor in natin kung ano man yung mga usap-usapan sa market ngayon, usap-usapan sa economy ngayon para relevant and updated. Uh, every time I get to talk to students, especially in the field of finance, I always see to it that I don't treat you as students. Because much is expected of you. Hindi lang sa mga professors, hindi lang sa mga magulang, but the society in general. Because once they learn that you are trying to be proficient, once they learn that you're trying to be finance professionals, ang expectation nila sa inyo medyo mas tataas. By the time you start joining, by the time you start joining the labor force, by the time you start running your own business, ang expectation nila sa inyo, oh, di ba, graduate ka ng finance? Ano yung expectation nyo sa mga tao from the world field of finance? I want to hear from you. You don't need to stand up, you don't need to raise your hand. I just need to hear your voice. Ano yung in-expect nyo sa mga tao from the field of finance? Gusto ko lang malaman kung tama ba, ganun pareho ba kayo ng expectation sa general public? Ano yung expect nyo sa mga tao na, oh, galing sa pareho kayo ng course, nagtatrabaho sa bangko, nagtatrabaho. Si Jed kanina from Call Financial, ano yung expect nyo from them in terms of lifestyle, in terms of sweldo? Sige. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your insights. Wag kayo ma-pressure. Parang kwentuhan lang to. Magkukwentuhan lang tayo. Hindi to lecture. It's actually a two-way thing. So anong expectation nyo sa kanila? From the outside looking in. Ano? Financially literate. What else? Mayaman. What else? Financially literate, mayaman, marunong maghawak ng pera. 'Di ba? And yun yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina na malaki yung expectation, mataas yung expectation sa inyo. Hindi pa kayo natatapos, parang kayo na mismo ang nagsasabi sa akin na, Sir Andoy, by the time matapos ako, by the time graduate ako, eto rin yung same level of expectation ko sa sarili ko. And we're doing things right now, ginagawa na natin, even before you guys graduate, pinag-uusapan na natin, how do you become financially literate? How do you become mayaman? Paano kayo magiging magaling pagdating sa paghawak ng pera? And Jed was able to do a fine job, no, providing you with the basics, no. Pag-uusapan natin ngayon, how do you solve those types of problems? Kasi nga mataas yung level of expectation sa inyo eh. Number one problem when it comes to money in the Philippines, according to Standard & Poor's, 3 out of 4 Filipinos are financially illiterate. So dun pa lang yung expectation nyo na, oh, financially literate, problema na. If we're going to do a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, ibig sabihin every bunch, every 4 students, tatlo doon hindi marunong maghawak ng pera. Every 3 out of 4 students, ibig sabihin nun, hindi nyo alam kung saan mag-uumpisa. Hindi nyo alam kung ano yung options nyo. And again, encompassing everyone, even from your field. Even GFinex members. That's the problem we're trying to solve. And you guys are helping the cause. We're trying to solve this one webinar at a time, one seminar at a time. And again, you guys are doing well, diba? Another problem we'd like to solve is the fact that according to the Asian Development Bank, 80% of Filipinos hindi marunong maghawak ng pera. Marunong tayong magtrabaho. In fact, Pilipinas, ang mga Pilipino, we're actually in demand. Ang Pilipinas, we are the country of choice when it comes to the IT BPM sector. Kaya hindi natin masyadong ininda yung pag-alis ng POGOs eh. Kasi meron tayong steady stream of jobs coming from the IT BPO sector. Hindi lang call centers yan. Tapos unti-unti, baka may mga kilala kayo, baka kayo mismo, baka may mga friends kayo, relatives na unti-unti pumapasok doon sa industriya ng VAs, virtual assistants. It's providing us with, again, a different stream of dollar income. All because magaling tayo. All because masipag tayo. But that's the problem. Kumikita tayo ng pera, you guys eventually, by the time you start running your own businesses, by the time you start working, kikita kayo ng pera eh. The problem is, hindi tayo marunong maghawak ng pera. Such that, a lot of times, the amount of money, parang yung sinabi kanina ni Jed, diba? Sarah Saver, Sam Saver, a lot of times, Yung pera na kinikita nyo mula sa trabaho, yung pera na kinikita nyo mula sa negosyo, yun lang din yung ginagastos nyo. So walang naitatabi to save. Kung wala kang pera na nasa-save, wala ka ring pera na may invest. Understood? That is why problema ang hindi tayo matuto kung paano mag-budget. According to our very own central bank, Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, sabi nila, Andoy, alam mo ba na 90% of Filipinos don't save? Pwedeng meron kayong savings account, pwedeng meron kayong GCash, Maya account, pero walang laman. O kung meron mang laman, hindi enough para makonsider natin na savings. Minsan ino-open natin just because kailangan natin para sa allowance, kailangan natin para pambayad ng Shopee, pambayad sa Grab, but most of the time hindi natin ginagawa yon to save. Understood, no? Understandable naman because you guys are still students. But yun nga sinasabi ko, every time I talk to finance students in your field, I don't treat you as students. Iniisip ko na 2, 3 notches ahead, you guys will eventually work. You guys will eventually join the labor force. So mas maganda titingnan na natin, 2, 3 steps ahead of us. 90% of Filipinos don't have savings. That's why 97% of Filipinos aren't even investing. 97% of Filipinos, they're not making their money grow. They're not tapping opportunities. They're not investing in businesses. They're not buying stocks. They're not buying funds. They're not investing in bonds. That's why, again, bata pa kayo mas para isipan ang retirement. But that's also the reason why nakakatakot that 97% of us will end up retiring poor. You won't work forever. Hindi pwedeng nagtatrabaho tayo forever. That's why as young as you are, gusto ko nang maintindihan nyo, gusto ko nang maisip nyo, at gusto ko nang ma-appreciate nyo na maybe hindi pa to iniisip, hindi pa to top priority nyo. But if you don't do good, if we don't do anything to solve these problems, the problem on financial illiteracy, the problem of on not knowing how to handle money, not saving, not investing, perhaps baka mas lumaki pa yung population ng mga Pilipino na nagre-retire ng mahirap. And again, these are things that we can solve. These are things that we're trying to solve. Again, one session at a time. Now, pag-usapan natin, yan, sorry. These are our TV and radio interviews, no? So, yun. Alright. So ngayon, ang hinanda ko over the next 40 minutes is for me to share with you how do you invest on a budget. This is a wealth management hack for students. So kung si Jed, he talked about the basics. He talked about the main differences between stocks and funds. Ako, I'm going to even go beyond stocks para hindi kayo masyadong mabitin. No? We're going to talk about stocks, but we're going to talk about stuff beyond stocks. No? For you to be able to build ano yung sabi niya, a well-diversified portfolio. Now, hindi to scripted, pero dun sa opening remarks ni Sir Sonny Del Rosario, he made a very important point. No? Again, disclaimer, parang etong slides ko, I think last night ko sinend. So, I wasn't able to edit it kanina. No need for me to edit kasi sakto yung message eh. If you were able to recall the message of Mr. Sonny Del Rosario kanina, sabi niya, nung unang panahon, nung gusto niyang mag-open ng stock brokerage account, hindi pa ganun kadali. Kailangan niyang pumunta physically sa Makati, kailangan niyang magtanong, and then eventually, nung natanong na niya, sabi sa kanya, Sir, sige, open ka ng account. We need you to initially fund it with how much? 2 million pesos. If I was doing this sometime in the 1980s, early 90s, it wouldn't make sense for me to step into Asia Pacific College and let you guys understand, sige, these are your options, open an account. Kasi at the end of the day, I'm going to ask you to open an account with 2 million pesos. Doesn't make sense. Because you guys are still students. Yun yung sinasabi ni Sir Sonny na ibang-iba yung landscape noon versus ngayon. For you to open an account, mamaya pag-uusapan natin super dali. For you to open an account, sabi nga ni Jed, 1,500 pesos. Super friendly, super affordable. That's why wala na tayong excuse, no? We're going to make it very very easy, accessible and affordable. I'm saying back in the day, the rich just get richer while the poor just get poorer back in the day. Because the rich are the only ones who can afford to open a stock brokerage account worth 2 million pesos. Paano tayo? Sir, paano yung mga estudyante? Again, we're trying to break the stigma. Sir, Ndoy, estudyante pa lang kami. Paano kami makakapag-invest? Paano kami makakapag-save? It's been made more affordable. It's been made more convenient. Easier for you to access. No? And that's what we're going to talk about heavily. Now, because of what I do, uh, I get to deal with business people. I get to deal with CEOs, presidents. I get to deal with OFWs, no. And most of the time when I talk to them, when I ask them questions, ang madalas na napag-uusapan namin kung ano yung mga negosyo ng mga OFWs dito sa Pilipinas. Kasi mga OFWs, nagtatrabaho sila sa ibang bansa, papadala sila ng pera dito para mag-prepare for retirement para hindi naman sila parating trabaho ng trabaho, gusto nilang magtayo ng negosyo habang nagtatrabaho sila doon. Most of the time, ang mga negosyo na sinishare nila sa akin, Andoy, alam mo, meron akong negosyo sa Pilipinas. Nagpapadala ako ng pera para makabili ng franchise yung pamilya ko. Meron kaming Lotto franchise. Meron kaming, ano mga franchise na alam nyo? 7-Eleven is one, ano pa? In fact, Jollibee is one. I'm a regular speaker sa Jollibee, no? When I started training Jollibee personnel, parang yung cheapest franchise back then was 18 million. The most expensive one, yung mga standalone, yung wala sa mall, nasa 31 million. Ngayon, ang pinakamahal nila nasa 60-64 million. But again, it's available for franchising. Potato Corner, Mr. Shomai. Mr. Shomai ba? Master Shomai. Mr. Shomai. Yun, yung mga maraming available, no? Meron din sa kanila mga OFW families na nagdo-do it yourself. Walang tama, walang mali, walang better, walang best. Depende yan, no? Can you guys give me, again, conversation, no? Can you guys give me selling points? Paano natin ibebenta ang franchise? Oh, dito ka na lang mag-invest. Bakit ka mag-invest sa franchise? If you have, you know, the capital, bakit mo gustong mag-invest sa franchise? Again, I want to hear from you. Stable. Tumatakbo na eh. May brand na. Hindi mo na kailangang mag-iimbento ng menu. Eto na. Andoy, pag bumili ka ng Potato Corner franchise, hindi mo na kailangan mag-imbento ng flavors. Meron na kaming set menu. Hindi mo na kailangan mag-costing. Alam na namin kung magkano yung giga, magkano yung tera. Ikaw na lang magpapatakbo. Branded. Meron kang inventory management system. Merong suppliers na ibibigay sa'yo. Iti-train yung staff mo. The look and feel, the branding, green, yellow, provided yan. The problem is, if you go the franchising direction, mas mahal. Because you're going to catapult the maturity of your business tenfold. Hindi mo na kailangan ipakilala sa mga tao. Alam na nila na, oh, Potato Corner, meron yan si Andoy. Mas mahal. Meron ka ng meron pa yang ano mga franchise renewal fee, meron pa yang kung anong fees. But again, if you're the type of investor, if you're the type of business owner na merong pera pero walang time, this could be the perfect option for you. May pera ka pang kapital pero wala kang oras na patakbuhin, wala kang oras na palaguin, okay lang. Malago na eh. Papatakbuhin mo na lang. You can actually hire employees to run it for you. Franchise. Paano naman kung gusto mong magtayo ng sarili mong negosyo? Kabaligtaran, mas mura. Kasi kontrolado mo yung expenses. Magso-soft opening muna ako, Andoy. Hindi muna ako kukuha ng physical store. I'm going to operate online. Magpapadeliver na lang muna ako. And then, by the time meron na ako makuhang place, medyo soft launch muna. Wala muna akong dine-in, puro take-out, puro curbside pick-up, 'di ba? Kontrolado mo yung expenses. So cheaper pero mas matrabaho. So kung ikaw yung tipong business owner na gustong magkaroon ng negosyo pero wala pang masyadong kapital, gagawa ka ng sarili mong negosyo. Pero ipapakilala mo pa sa market. Ikaw yung magko-costing, ikaw yung kukuha ng ingredients, ikaw yung mag-iisip ng brand, ikaw yung magpipicture, ikaw yung mag-i-edit, ikaw yung gagawa ng caption. Pag may nagtanong online, ikaw ang sasagot. When you do it yourself, you're doing everything yourself. Nakalagay doon, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. But even before 8 a.m., you're already answering questions. Even beyond 5 p.m., you're still doing something for the business. Walang tama, walang mali. All I'm really saying is, ito yung mga pros and cons nila. No? Now, if these things appeal to you, pero kailangan mo lang pumili ng isa, if you're going to combine the best features of running a franchise and doing something yourself, running something yourself, that's actually stock market investing for you. Because when you talk about stock market investing, you're not just a business owner, you're not just an investor, you're a co-owner, sabi nga ni Jed. You get to co-own the company, but you don't run the company. So students like you, this is actually perfect too. You still keep on being students, you still get to, have time to mingle, have time to, have fun, study, attend classes. But back room, may mga taong nagtatrabaho for you because you own shares of an already established business here in the Philippines. Na mamaya mas pag-uusapan natin in greater detail. No? Sabi nga ni Jed kanina, all you need to have is an active stock brokerage account. Call Financial, First Metrosec, doesn't matter. It will give you access to all publicly listed corporations. Andoy ilan yan? 288, if I'm not mistaken. Close to 300. Para lang safe. Close to 300. That's a lot, Andoy. It may be overwhelming. Andoy, bago pa lang kami, tapos bibigyan mo kami ng option 300. Okay lang, relax. Kasi yung 300 na yan, meron tayong Gilas Pilipinas of stocks. Kung nahihirapan kang pumili dito sa entire universe of 300, the Philippine Stock Exchange actually made it easier for you to decide kasi meron silang all-stars. The best of the best. Ang tawag natin dyan, PSEI or the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. In the world of finance, ang tawag natin sa kanila, PSEI, blue chip stocks. Mga pinakamagaling, pinaka-stable at pinaka-kumikitang kumpanya. Giving you earnings from two sources. Kapag nag-franchise ka, ang source of income mo, yung sale proceeds ng binibenta mo. Kapag nagtayo ka ng negosyo, source of income mo, proceeds from what you're offering, service, product. No? Dito sa investments ng blue chips, when you co-own blue chip companies, the best in the business, the best in the Philippines, you're actually earning from two sources simply by investing in one. Capital appreciation, sabi nga ni Jed, when you buy low, sell high, that's capital appreciation. Over the course of time, na hawak mo yung stock, you're a part owner of the company, you're also eligible to receive dividends. Anong dividends? Anong street definition ng dividends? Anong understanding nyo ng dividends? Reward or profit sharing. Profit sharing. You get a share of the profit of the company. Sir, why am I being given up a share of the profit? Well, again, because you guys are co-owners. Ito yung sinasabi kanina ni Jed that when the company does good, you're making money because you're making money from both price appreciation and dividends all at the same time. Two, by investing in one. And the good thing about that is for as little as 1,500 up to 5,000 pesos, you guys can get started. All right? For example, hindi pwedeng mawala si Jollibee because this is something we can all relate to. Pero I'm going to attack it differently. As of January 21, my research tells me that Yum Burger Family Savers is something you can buy for 276. As of January 21, as fresh as yesterday, Jollibee closed at 247 pesos per share. This means that you guys can actually be part owners of Jollibee Foods Corporation for an amount much less than a Yum Burger Family Savers. Mas mura for you to invest than to buy a meal. That's what I'm trying to get across. Mas mura for you to make money, mas mura for you to be a part owner, mas mura for you to start investing than you to actually treat two friends to Jollibee. And again, sabi ko nga sa inyo, iba yung angle of attack, no? When you buy Jollibee Foods Corporation, this is Jollibee Foods Corporation, I'm telling you that you are not just buying Jollibee. When you buy Jollibee Foods Corporation, in the English language, di ba kapag may S, that means plural. That means for 247 pesos as of yesterday, you get to be part owners of not just Jollibee, but also Greenwich, Chowking, Burger King, Yoshinoya, Mang Inasal, Red Ribbon, Panda Express, Tim Ho Wan, Coffee Bean, Pho 24, Highlands Coffee, Smash Burger. Tapos yung nakalimutan kanina ni Jed, Compose Coffee. Compose Coffee is one of the biggest and one of the most popular Korean stores, no? Coffee chains in Korea. So, for 247, you get to buy a share, you get to call yourselves part owners, and you get to make money from the operations of not one, but all of these businesses here in the Philippines and outside the country. Dito sa mga logos na yan, meron bang logo, meron bang business na hindi kayo familiar with? Smash Burger. Totoo. Because hindi pa nila dinadala ang Smash Burger dito sa Pilipinas. Ang Smash Burger is actually a US company na binili ng Jollibee. Nag-ooperate pa lang siya sa United States of America, North America. But again, for 247, you get to make money from their operations. I think nasa 13,000 strong na yung store network nila across these brands. All right? Next, San Miguel Beer Grande. It retails for 120 to 140. So let's get the average 130 pesos per bottle. Without you guys knowing that for as little as 50 pesos and 60 centavos, you can actually buy one share of San Miguel Food and Beverage. Similar with Jollibee, when you buy San Miguel Food and Beverage, you buy their food and beverage business. Which means, Andoy, ayoko ng San Miguel FB kasi kumikita ako ng pera sa bisyo ng mga tao. Hindi natin mapaghihiwalay because you're also making money from the sales of Pure Foods, Magnolia, Monterey, Star, Dairy Cream, La Pasita, and even Bimeg, yung mga pagkain ng manok tsaka ng mga baboy. Again, all for as little as 50 pesos per share. If anything, this is actually financial literacy at its finest. Kasi ito yung mga brands na pinapatronize nyo. Ito yung mga brands na alam nyo, they exist, pero ito yung mga access to stocks, access to investment instruments na ngayon nyo lang naiintindihan because again, you're hearing it from industry insiders, from people who are actually in the industry. Alright? Hindi pa natatapos dyan yung examples natin. Piato Supersized Party Pack. Parang kakabili ko lang several days ago because tomorrow it's actually my youngest daughter's birthday. No, we're going to go out of town over the weekend. So may mga nag-grocery ako. So Piato Supersized Party Pack retails for 140 pesos. Mas mura pa rin for you to buy one share of Universal Robina Corporation. 66 pesos per share. Actually, bumaba na yung lagay na yan. December, it was retailing for about 90 to 100 pesos per share. So if you want to buy Universal Robina Corporation cheap, you might want to take advantage of the opportunity now. 66 pesos. Andoy, ano ba yung Universal Robina Corporation? It's actually part of the Gokongwei Group. Robinsons Malls, part of the, sila yung may hawak dati ng FHM Summit Media. So Robinson's Land. Universal Robina, when you buy Universal Robina, you make money from brands like Jack and Jill, Calbee, Swiss Miss, Nissan Cup Noodles, Blue, ito yung kalaban ng Gatorade. Blend 45 Coffee, El Real, and Vitasoy, all for 66 pesos per share. Next example, guys, I'm culinarily challenged, no? Parang hindi ako natutong magluto. But if there's one thing na kailangan parating meron ako sa bahay, it's really pancit canton. Kasi paano mo panlulutuin yan? Pag ako, hindi pa ako natutong magluto ng pancit canton, parang anong klaseng tao na lang ako. But totoo to, true story. Lucky Me Pancit Canton retails for 14 pesos per sachet. When I was still in college, parang natatandaan ko kaya kong magpaluto sa Menjola ng 25 pesos. Minsan may rice na. No? So ito yung mga nagtatawid sa akin nung college. Lucky Me Pancit Canton retails for 14. Mas mura pa rin for you to buy Monde Nissan Corporation shares, 7 pesos. Mas mura pa sa pamasahe sa jeep. Mas mura pa sa pamasahe sa tricycle. 7 pesos for you to be a part owner of Monde Nissan Corporation. Again, financial literacy at its finest. Ito yung mga aha moments na, oh, ngayon, yun pala yun. You make money from the sale of Lucky Me, Skyflakes. May nakita akong Skyflakes. May nakita akong nagbibigay ng Skyflakes. So you're doing me a favor by patronizing these brands, by buying products from these brands. Kasi every time people buy Skyflakes, every time groceries buy in bulk, Fita, M. Moy Grams, lalo na nung Pasko, patok na patok yung Mango Graham crackers cakes, diba? You're actually making money. Kumikita ka ng mas malaki habang mas gumagastos ng mas marami yung ibang tao. You could just imagine, if you're a Jollibee shareholder, tapos biglang nag-treat yung isang batchmate mo, yung isang kaklase mo sa mang inasal, kumain ka na, nakalibre ka na, kumita ka pa ng pera. Because you are a part owner of the Jollibee Foods Corporation network. Nagtotok ako dito sa harap nyo, may nakita akong Skyflakes na nagko-consume, binili. I'm making money because I own shares of Monde Nissan Corporation. And so can you. Again, for as little as 7 pesos, 5 centavos. Ganun din when it comes to the world of finance. For you to open a Metrobank savings or checking account, somewhere between 2 to 10,000 pesos. But for you to buy Metrobank shares, 71 pesos. Ito yung isang hack na gusto kong ituro sa inyo. No? You can buy a Toyota Vios, the base model, for 902,000 pesos. If you want to make money from every Toyota Vios, every Toyota Fortuner, every Toyota Land Cruiser being sold in the market, you can't buy Toyota. Why? Because Toyota Motor Corporation Philippines is not a publicly listed company. Sir Andoy, I want to make money from the motor vehicle industry. Wala Wala tayong paraan para bumili ng Toyota. This is a hack I'm going to teach you. Meron tayong tinatawag na conglomerates or holding firms. Etong mga conglomerates or holding firms, no, literally they are holding several companies. Sila ang may-ari ng iba-ibang mga korporasyon. Sa mundo ng Metrobank, for example, pag bumili ka ng Metrobank, ang hawak ng Metrobank, First Metrosec, PS Bank, Orix Metro, so lahat ng ginagawa nila at lahat ng kinikita nila, eventually napupunta sa Metrobank. Kikita ka because you're a Metrobank shareholder. If you wanna make money from Toyotas, sabi ko nga, walang Toyota, hindi ka pwedeng bumili ng stock ng Toyota, it's not publicly listed. The hack is for you to buy GT Capital. Because GT Capital Holdings actually owns Metrobank, Federal Land, Metro Pacific Investments, toll roads, Toyota, and even AXA. So every time a Toyota Vios gets sold, lalo na ngayon, ang selling like pancake, yung new generation Tamaraw, no? Land Cruiser, every time may bagong condo unit, tower na binibenta si Federal Land, you're making money if you're owning shares of GT Capital. for as little as 572 pesos. So again, guys, this is financial literacy at its finest. The look I'm seeing in your eyes na, oh, yun pala yun. Ganun pala kadali, ganun kaya ko pala, no. That's exactly what we're trying to achieve, no. And again, this is just one of the many options you can choose from. So stock market is one. Meron din tinatawag na bond market. Are you guys familiar with bonds? Paano ka kumikita sa bonds? Magpapautang ka sa gobyerno. Magpapautang ka sa mga expanding corporations, no? Government bonds, corporate bonds, and you make money out of them. Can I borrow a piece of paper? Kailangan ko lang siya for props eh. A piece of, yung registration, yan, kailangan ko to. Kailangan ko tong papel na to. Sige, sige. Piece of paper will do. Sorry, ito na lang, ito na lang. Okay, okay lang. Okay lang, okay lang. Ito. Sige, sige, sige. Yan. Kailangan ko lang to for props, no? Lalo na sa mga, baka may mga professors tayo in attendance. Guys, ano yung tawag ng mga lolo't lola natin sa ganitong klaseng papel? Ano yun? Yun. Coupon bond. Yun ang tamang maling sagot. And that's exactly what I'm trying to get from you. Coupon bond. How do you spell coupon? COUPON. How are you supposed to pronounce COUPON? Coupon. Okay, tama na tayo. Stop, no? Kaya nga sabi ko, tamang mali. Yun yung gusto kong makuha, yung mali, no? Now, saan ba nang galing? Ano ba yung history ng coupon bond? Bakit yung mga lolo't lola natin tawag dito? Tayo, tawag natin dito typewriting paper, bond paper, coupon bond, no? Why? Because back in the day, stocks at bonds, wala siyang electronic form. Nung unang panahon, sabi nga ni Sir Sunny, para makapag-invest ka, kailangan you need to physically be there. Walang online. Walang app. So in order for you to invest, kailangan iaabot mo yung pera at ang katibayan na kinuha nila yung pera, bibigyan ka ng katunayan na may hawak ka na bond, may hawak ka na stocks. Lahat sila merong certificated. No? Dito tayo sa bonds. Nung unang panahon, para makapag-invest ka sa bonds, kailangan mo minimum kalahating milyon. Pupunta ka sa Intramuros, ibibigay mo sa teller, bibigyan ka ng certificate na nagsasabi, Andoy, meron kang pinautang sa gobyerno na kalahating milyon, babayaran ka namin ng interest kada 3 buwan, quarterly. Tapos, by the end of 5, 10, 15 years, babalik ka ulit dito at ibibigay namin sa inyo ng buo yung kalahating milyon. So basically, sigurado ka na yung kalahating milyon mo, makukuha mo pabalik after 5, 10, 15 years. Ang kita mo, yung quarterly na interest rate. No? Now, interest earnings. Again, nung unang panahon, kahit yung quarterly interest earnings, kailangan mong puntahan sa opisina o sa Intramuros. So hassle. Kailangan mong mag-leave, kailangan mong umabsent para lang kunin, na-cut lang eh. Pero sa ilalim, meron yung mga stubs na pipilasin mo. Para siyang ano to? Yun, para siyang stub tickets. Ipapalit mo ngayon yun sa Treasury Office ng kumpanya or sa Bureau of the Treasury in exchange for interest income. Kaya pagdating sa mundo ng bonds, exclusively ginagamit ang salitang coupon payments. Because in order for you to get paid interest, you need to surrender your coupon. Sir Andoy, ano naman yung bond? That's the actual certificate. After 5, 10, 15 years, kapag tinatawag na natin na magmamature, kapag magmamature na yung bond, wala ka ng coupons, ubus na, napunit mo na lahat. Ibig sabihin, ang natitira na lang would be the actual bond. That's the document that you're going to surrender to the Treasury Office, and then yung 500,000 pesos mo, ibabalik sa'yo ng buong buo. Nakatulong ka sa gobyerno sa pamamagitan ng pag-invest for infrastructure, naging pasweldo yan sa mga government employees, sa mga politiko, no? At kumita ka pa ng pera through coupon payments. At yun ang dahilan kung bakit ang tawag ng mga lolo't lola natin ay coupon bond, because nung unang panahon, ang mga papel na ganyan ay may bond at may coupon sa ilalim. Alright? Now, kapag pinagsama-sama mo ang bonds at ang iba pang bonds, ang stocks at iba pang stocks, at ang bonds at stocks sa isang portfolio, at yung portfolio na yun o yung basket na yun ang pag-i-investan mo, yun yung sinasabi kanina ni Jed na mutual funds at unit investment trust funds. Pooled funds kung tawagin. No? When you talk about pooled funds, sabi nga natin, para siya sa mga tao na gustong shortcut. Adoy, gusto kong mag-invest sa bonds pero ito lang yung pera ko. Gusto kong mag-invest sa maraming stocks pero ayoko ng maraming binibili. This is your shortcut. It allows you to instantly diversify your portfolio simply by buying a few funds. No? What's good about that is their earnings are exempt from capital gains tax at ang pinaka-selling point dito, expert fund management. Sir Andoy, gusto ko mag-invest pero hindi ako magaling mag-invest. Sir Andoy, gusto ko mag-invest pero hindi ko alam kung anong bibilin ko. Di ba parang nakaka-frustrate na meron kayong gustong gawin pero something's holding you back? Simply because I don't know what to do, I don't know the first step, I don't know sino pwede kong kausapin, then you might as well outsource the decision making to people who know the market best. And the only way for you to do that is by opening mutual fund and UITF accounts. You're outsourcing the decision making to people who are actually investing. They're doing the decision making for you. Is it the right time for you to buy Jollibee? Baka hindi pa. Baka masyadong mahal na si Jollibee. Then they're going to make that call for you. Is it the right time for me to invest in real estate properties? Baka hindi pa. Kung ikaw ang masusunod, baka mali yung gagawin mong decision. They're going to do the decision making for you. That's mutual funds and UITFs. Next, meron din tayong tinatawag na, again, with First Metro Sec, you get access to BPI, Atram, FAMI, Philam Asset, PhilEquity, Manulife, and Sun Life mutual funds without having to open accounts with them. I mean, that's how powerful First Metro Sec is. No? You open one account, you invest in stocks. Jollibee, first sweldo. Metrobank, second sweldo. You open a First Metro Sec account, third sweldo mo, mag-i-invest ka sa government bonds. Fourth sweldo mo, bibili ka naman ng corporate bonds. Fifth sweldo, Sir Andoy, parang gusto kong bumili ng Sun Life funds. Sige, go ahead. You just need to open and maintain one account and it's going to provide you with all those, all access to all those asset classes. No? Ito. This is actually fun, no? Kasi every time I get to talk to students, I always highlight this. Sa mga developed economies, meron silang tinatawag na exchange-traded funds. Ang exchange-traded funds, ano yan eh, hybrid. It's actually a fund listed in the exchange. It's a mutual fund listed in the stock market, hybrid. In the more developed economies like US, Japan, Singapore, Europe, even Europe, kids your age, students, ito yung main investment vehicle nila. Because exchange-traded funds are affordable, simple, and tradable. Ang mutual funds, meron yung mga holding period, 7, 90, 180 days, hindi mo pwedeng galawin. Pero ito, because it's listed in the exchange, you buy one fund, kumita ka ng 9 o'clock, pwede mong ibenta ng 9:30. You buy one fund, kumita ka ng 2:30, ibenta mo ng 2:45. That's how tradable it is, no? It not only combines the best features of stocks, bonds, and funds, but it also invests your money in the best stocks in the country. Sounds familiar. Parang kanina, Andoy, pinag-usapan natin yan, the Gilas Pilipinas of Stocks, All Stars. And I'm talking about 30, no? As we speak, yung Gilas Pilipinas of Stocks, yung line-up niyan, yung blue chips, are these companies. So when you buy ETF, and in the Philippines, there's only one exchange-traded fund, and it happens to be ours, First Metro Exchange-Traded Fund. No? When you buy an FM ETF for as little as 1,500, you get to own 30 of the best companies in the Philippines simply by investing in one. Sir Lindoy, sino yung 30 na yan? These are very familiar logos. These are going to be very familiar companies. You buy one, you get to co-own all of them. The likes of Metrobank, Ayala, Ayala Land, Aboitiz, BDO, BPI, Jollibee, ICTSI. Ito pa lang, yung unang 10 pa lang, yung unang set pa lang, makikita mo na you already co-own three of the biggest banks in the Philippines. For as little as 1,500 pesos, you co-own Metrobank, BDO, and BPI. You have Ayala Land. You even have Jollibee. And again, we're just getting started. Meron pa yan, Aboitiz Power. Another hack, Alliance Global. Guys, do you have an idea kung kaya nyong bumili ng shares of stocks of McDonald's Philippines? Parang hindi Andoy. Parang hindi ko naririnig yung McDonald's Philippines sa stock market. Exactly. Because just like Toyota, McDonald's Philippines is not a publicly listed stock. Sir Andoy, how do I make money from both Jollibee and McDonald's Philippines at the same time? You buy FMETF because FMETF holds Alliance Global. What's the relevance? Alliance Global owns Mega World. Alliance Global owns Emperador. Alliance Global owns McDonald's Philippines. Another hack. And again, we're just getting started. May Emperador, may SM Prime Converge. Imagine food, banking, property, tech, di ba? You get to co-own, again, GT Capital na pag-usapan natin kanina, Mega World. Mega World, Bonifacio High Street, Eastwood City, Arcovia, uh, Bonifacio, ano to? Uptown Mall, BGC. Globe, of course, which owns GCash. What else? Lushotan Group, LT Group, JG Summit, Mondenise na pag-usapan natin kanina. SM Investments, Wilcon, San Miguel, Pure Gold, AC Energy, Bloomberry, Semirara, and DMCI. We're talking about 30 of the best performing, 30 of the most stable companies in the Philippines. And you get to invest and buy and co-own all of them through just one fund, FMETF. All right, for as little as 1,500 pesos. How student-friendly can that be? Diba? Now, next, sino sa inyo gusto magkaroon ng sariling bahay? Absolutely, absolutely. Hindi na kailangan tanungin eh. Parang it's a common knowledge, no? In fact, isa yan sa mga sinusulat ko kanina for Inquirer to be published for the weekend, no? So kayo na ang nagsabi na mataas ang demand for real estate. A good majority of you guys said, yes, Sir Ndoy, gusto ko. In fact, kung tatanungin ko ulit kayo, baka meron dito, may sarili ng bahay, may sarili ng kondo, gusto mo pa ba ng isa pa? Doon na papasok. Sige sir, rest house naman yung next. Farmhouse naman yung next. Mataas ang demand for real property. Alam na natin yon. The problem is, mababa ang supply. A few kilometers from here, SM Mall of Asia. Ano ang SM Mall of Asia before? Some 30 years ago. Ano ang SM Mall of Asia? It used to be Manila Bay. Sa sobrang laki ng development ng SM Mall of Asia, kailangan nilang tabunan ng lupa yung Manila Bay. Ang tawag nila doon reclamation project. That's why yung make-up ng SM Mall of Asia pahaba. Hindi siya pwedeng pataas because of the quality of the soil. Masyadong malambot. That's also the reason why naging viral before na. Totoo ba yun na yung SM Mall of Asia daw bumabagsak every year ng mga 3 centimeters? We don't know. Possibly, again, because of the quality of the soil. I'm sharing you this story because I'd like to make a point. They don't make real estate anymore. And basic economics tells us, habang tumataas ang demand at bumababa ang supply, anong nangyayari sa presyo? Tumataas because we're fighting over limited assets. We're fighting over limited supply. And that essentially explains why yung brochure na binigay sa inyo ng real estate agents sa mall some 6 months ago, hindi na accurate yung price today. Because they adjust their prices every so often because of the increasing demand and because of the decreasing supply. The good thing about real estate is, hindi siya kagaya ng stocks na kailangan mong ibenta to make money. Hindi siya kagaya ng bonds na kailangan mong hintayin mag-mature for you to get money. With real estate, kahit na nasa iyo pa yung ownership ng property, you can make money kasi pwede mo pa siyang iparent at pwede mo siyang ipalis. Ang problema lang, mahal. For you to be able to invest in real estate, hundreds of thousands of pesos, millions of pesos, buildings, billions of pesos. Hindi pa natin isasama dyan yung tinatawag natin na phantom costs, repairs, maintenance, insurance. Guys, insurance, especially if you're trying to venture into real property, you need to take insurance very seriously. Geographically speaking, the Philippines is within the Pacific Ring of Fire. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Madalas tayong bisitahin ng bagyo. Kaya parati nandun tayo sa calamity index, top 3, 1, 2, 3. Doon lang tayo naglalaro. Kasi parati tayong binibisita ng bagyo. If you have a real estate property, binisita ng bagyo, nasira dahil sa ulan, nasira dahil sa hangin, binaha. Pero walang insurance, sino magpapagawa nun? Tayo. Another thing about being in the Pacific Ring of Fire, earthquakes. May property ka, nasira because of an earthquake, nasira yung structural integrity. Sino magpapagawa nun? Tayo. Pero pag may insurance, it will be covered, especially if meron kang acts of nature coverage. No? Amilyar, real property tax, estate donors tax, renovation remodeling. These are the reasons kung bakit marami tayong kakilala na bumibili ng condo na eventually ipinapasalo. Kasi alam nila na kaya nila yung monthly, pero hindi nila na-factor in sa computation, teka, meron pa pala akong association dues. Kailangan pala ako magbayad ng ganito, kailangan pala ako magbayad ng amilyar. And it takes a toll on them. So it's very important that as early as now, you guys are aware that these phantom costs exist. Now, ano yung solution? Guys, the good thing is, October 2020, the Philippine Stock Exchange finally launched one of the most anticipated asset classes na 10 taon nating hinintay. It was actually during 2010s na na-approve pero hindi na-implement ang Real Estate Investment Trust Law in the Philippines. It only passed into law October 2020. What I'm trying to say here is, from October 2020 up until the present, you guys can now start investing in what we call real estate investment trusts. Para tong stock, pero hindi real estate company ang pagmamayari mo. You're buying shares of stocks of companies owning income-generating properties. At yung income na kinikita galing sa, ano may examples ng income-generating properties na alam nyo? Income-generating properties. A parking lot is an income-generating property. Warehouse, condos, hotels, business, office spaces, even hospitals, no? Lahat ng mga income-generating properties na hawak ng company na yon, you're making money from them. So essentially, real estate investment trusts allows you, even students as young as you guys, no, to make money from the real estate industry without having to spend millions to billions of pesos. Kagaya ng stocks, for as little as 1,000, for as little as 3,000, 5,000 pesos, you can actually get started. And again, the good thing about that is, yun na lahat na napag-usapan natin, stocks, UITFs, bonds, mutual funds, exchange-traded funds, the best of the best, and even REITs. You can actually access all of them through First Metro Sec. All right? Now, yan, yung real estate investment trust. What I'd like to point out here is, sa lahat ng mga features ng REITs, ang pinaka-paborito ko would be guaranteed dividends. This is the reason why the regular investments of my kids, no, are heavily funneled into REITs because of guaranteed dividends. Yung pinag-usapan natin kanina, si Jollibee, si Metrobank, even Meralco, nagbibigay sila ng regular dividends, but we are at the mercy of the board of directors. Kung gaano kaganda ang performance, kung gaano ka-generous ang board, then yun yung makukuha natin. And we're very thankful for that, no? Ang REITs naman, iba ang usapan. Merong batas sa Pilipinas na parte ng REIT law, no, na nagsasabi, alam mo ba, Andoy, na 90% ng kinikita ng Real Estate Investment Trust Corporation sa Pilipinas should, 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 should be distributed to all investors sa pamamagitan ng cash dividends. Simply put, halimbawa, ang Ayala REIT, pag bumili ka ng Ayala REIT, ang mga hawak mo, you get to own Ayala 30th, the mall sa Meralco, Ortigas. You get to co-own Solaris Building. You get to co-own Ayala North Exchange, Glorieta 1 and 2, and a couple of other BPO grade buildings in Davao and Cebu. Yun yung pagmamayari mo. Ayala REIT, halimbawa kumita siya ng 100 million noong 2024. Ang ibig sabihin, out of that 100 million, 90 million paghahati-hatian natin this year. Yun ang i-distribute nila this year. Andoy, yung 90 million na yon, ibig sabihin nahatiin nila every quarter. So 4 times a year, you're going to receive cash from your Ayala REIT investments last year. Paghahati-hatian natin 22.5 million first quarter, 22.5 million second quarter hanggang sa matapos yung taon. Next year, based on 2025 performance. This is the reason why, again, I'm heavy on real estate investment trust sa mga regular investments ko for my kids. Because instead of me having to construct an apartment complex, instead of me having to buy another condo unit na hahanapan ko pa ng tenant, I might as well invest here. Hindi na ako magme-maintain, hindi na ako babayad ng kuryente, hindi na ako magpapakonstruct, hindi na ako magagastos ng milyon for me to make money from real properties. And again, very student-friendly. Real estate investment trusts. No? So, ayan. Now, let's highlight yung opening remarks nga kanina ni Sir Sunny. Back in the day, all you need to do is to tap the services of a plain vanilla stock brokerage firm for you to invest in stocks na peso denominated. Eh Sir Andoy, paano kami na gusto kong mag-invest sa Nvidia? Gusto kong mag-invest sa Google? Gusto kong mag-invest sa Tesla? These are the limitations ng pag-i-invest nung unang panahon. Pero ngayon, again, with First Metro Sec, you buy foreign currency denominated funds, you get access to Nvidia, you get access to Alphabet, you get access to all sorts of US stocks. No? Yun yung unang panahon. Pero ngayon, it's more than just stocks. Sabi ko nga, ang pag-uusapan natin beyond stocks, more than just stocks. You get access to peso and dollar denominated mutual funds, UITFs. You get access to exchange-traded funds, the first and the only in the Philippines. You get access to REITs and government and corporate bonds all in one account. All right, that's how powerful First Metro Sec is. Guys, feel free to take photos, feel free to take videos, but I provided the organizers with a copy of the presentation materials. So you might, if you want a copy, you can just request a copy from Jessica and the team. No? So ayun. Nung unang panahon, for you to be able to fund, for you to be able to make money from investing, kailangan during banking hours or banking days ka lang magta-transact. Over the counter ang transactions, over the counter ang deposits, tapos matagal for you to get credited, no? Wala yung pera mo ngayon. Bukas mo pa mapapakinabangan yung pera. But again, that's back in the day. Ngayon, online transfers from BPI, Metrobank, PS Bank, BDO. You get online bills payment facilities from Land Bank, Security Bank, Union Bank, and I think we're going to go live with the C-Bank next week. No? E-wallets like GCash, Paymaya, Coins.ph, physical booths from Gaisano, Click from 7-Eleven, and even remittances for OFWs through Metro Remit. Now, this is the fun part. Okay, what I'm trying to drive at here is, guys, I want you to take advantage of your youth. I want you to take advantage of your time. Alam natin, iba-iba yung journey, iba-iba yung experience, iba-iba yung priorities natin in life. For example, you guys right now, ang iniisip natin, sir, I'm too young to invest. I'll think about investing later on. Mag-enjoy muna ako. Okay lang, I perfectly understand. No? By the time you turn 30, ang iisipin niya naman, I'm starting my own family. Magpo-propose na ako, bibili muna ako ng engagement ring, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Again, okay lang. Perfectly understand. By the time you turn 40, I still have kids to raise, tuition fees to pay, and maybe construction ng bahay namin. So again, naiintindihan din natin. By the time you turn 50, ang iisipin mo naman, Andoy, I'm about to retire. 10 years from now, magre-retire na ako. So, bakit pa? Di ba? I'll wait until my eldest graduates, tapos siya na lang yung bahalang mag-invest para sa akin. At actually, dito sa mentality na to, at dito sa cycle na to, dito nagmumula yung sandwich generation. Because we're not thinking about ourselves. We're thinking about today. We're just thinking about today. We're not thinking about the future. We're not thinking about the burden na pwede nating ibigay sa mga anak natin. No? And again, I'd like you guys to take this as a challenge para hindi tayo masyadong maging dependent sa ibang tao. In fact, sabi nga ni Jed kanina, baka yung pag invest is a way for us not just to be rich sa atin lang, but also to be rich for other people, for us to be able to help other people. No? For example, ito yung pinakamagandang example. This, patapos na tayo. No? I'm trying to make a point. Are you familiar with the elementary equation for interest? Yung elementary formula ng interest. How do you compute for interest? PRT, principal times rate times time. Uh, let's try to break it down. Yung formula, yung equation. No? Principal, ito yung pera na i-invest mo. Ito yung ilalabas mo out of pocket. Rate will be depending on the asset class. Rate of return of bonds, rate of return from stocks, pwedeng yung iba kasama yung dividend rate, no? But basically it's dynamic. And T represents time. The amount of time you are investing. From that perspective, I'd like you to imagine na maliit yung principal mo because you guys are just students. So, Randoy, maliit pa lang yung kaya kong invest kasi galing pa lang sa allowance yan eh. By the time you start working, Sir Randoy, maliit pa lang yung kaya kong idagdag kasi nag-uumpisa pa lang ako. Medyo entry level yung napasukan ko, maliit pa yung sweldo. I'm still trying to, build my credentials, no. Pero dahil nga bata pa kayo, especially if you're going to take advantage of your youth, na hindi nyo nahihintaying magtrabaho kayo. Ngayon pa lang, as students, na kaya nyo na pa konti-konti because it won't demand too much, no? In terms of time, in terms of effort, and in terms of resources, you might as well take advantage because eto yung pag-uusapan natin sa examples. Halimbawa, meron ba ditong sinong pinakamatanda na na bukod kay Sir Bong? Kakausap ko na Sir Bong. Kausap ko na Sir Bong. Si Sir Bong, he's a fellow Bosconian. Hindi lang kami nagkita dun sa alumni homecoming over the weekend. No? But meron ba sa inyo ditong 20 years old? 20. What's your name? Mario? Mario? Marion? Mario. So si Mario. For example, si Mario. Si Mario, nilapitan niya ako. Sabi niya, Sir Andoy, I want to start investing. I can afford to invest let's say si Mario sabi niya, Sir Andoy, I can afford to invest 1.5 per payday. Sige, tingnan natin. Sabi ni Mario, I'm going to invest 1.5 per payday or 750 a week. Such that in a month, I would have invested 3,000 pesos. Okay? Si Mario at age 20, sabi niya, Sir Andoy, alam mo, mag-i-invest ako ngayon because I'd like to plan for my retirement. Dito sa Pilipinas, ano ang default retirement age? 60 default. Yung iba pwedeng i-extend to 65, but default 60. Sabi ni Mario, I computed, Sir Andoy, if I start at age 20 and I invest regularly over the next 40 years at 1.5 per payday or 3,000 a month, malaki yung may invest ko. Ang sabi sa akin ni Mario, Sir, kahit na maging presidente ako ng kumpanya, ang i-invest ko pa rin ay 3,000 a month. So hindi lumalaki yung investments niya. Mula pagkabata hanggang mag-retire, 1.5 per payday ang gagawin niya. Okay? That's the assumption. Understood? From 1986 to 2023, ang average return of the Philippine stock market ay 11.03%. At yan ang gagamitin natin na rate of return ni Mario. So ibig sabihin, at 1.5 per payday or 3,000 a month over 40 years, ang out of pocket ni Mario ay 1.4 million pesos. By doing that, pakonti-konti, pabarya-barya, 11.03% rate of return, si Mario makakakuha ng extra retirement money. I'm saying extra because meron siyang makukuha from the employer, meron siyang makukuha from the government. Si Mario, by the time he retires at age 60, will get at least 22.3 million pesos. Hindi na masama. Especially for an investment strategy requiring him to put up just 1.5 per payday. Understood? Hindi lahat ng tao kagaya ni Mario na nag-uumpisa at age 20. Si Mario, meron siyang tito, meron siyang uncle na 30 years of age. Nalaman ng uncle niya, uy, ang ganda ng diskarte mo, Mario. Saan mo natutunan yan? Gayahin ko nga. At age 30, yung uncle ni Mario, sabi niya, pero dahil nagtatrabaho na ako, yung 3,000 a month mo, hindi naman sa pagmamayabang, Mario, idodoblehin ko yan. Okay? Dodoblehin. Ibig sabihin, yung uncle ni Mario at age 30, mag-i-invest ng 6,000 kada buwan. The problem is, hindi na siya kasing bata ni Mario. 30 years na lang ang time horizon niya because 30 years old nag-umpisa, 30 years na lang, magsi-60 na siya for retirement pa rin. So, using the same analogy, Mario's uncle would have shelled out 2.1 million pesos. So, mas malaki yung ininvest. Pero, kahit na dinoble niya yung principal, ang extra retirement money na nakuha ng uncle niya would have just been 15.2 million. Mas maliit. Bakit? Sa palagay nyo, bakit? Because of time. This is PRT at its finest. This is time is gold. This is me telling you guys, you don't need to have billions to millions of pesos. You just need to start early and you just need to be consistent. In fact, if you're going to break down Mario's strategy, mali pa nga yung ginawa niya. Kasi si Mario, every time tumataas yung sweldo niya, hindi naman tumataas yung investments niya. Kahit na maging multi-millionaire na si Mario, 1.5 per payday pa rin yung ini-invest niya. But all the more, kahit na ganun, 22.3 million pesos estimate. Tingnan pa natin, let's go further. Yung uncle ni Mario, merong boss. Nalaman nung boss ng uncle ni Mario, teka, gusto ko yung ginagawa nyo ng pamangkin mo. Gayahin ko nga kayo. Yung boss nung uncle ni Mario, 40 years old. At 40 years old, sabi niya, magkano ba ini-invest mo? 6,000. Dinoble mo kasi yung sa pamangkin mo. Gagawin kong 12. Tingnan natin, baka mahabol natin si Mario. Hindi na, di ba? Hindi na masama. 3, ginawang 6, hindi natalo. Baka pwedeng maging 12, baka matalo. No? The problem is, when you start age 40, 20 years na lang yung time horizon mo. Mario's uncle's boss would have shelled out 2.8 million pesos at kahit na pare-pareho sila ng rate of return 11.03, the boss would have just gotten a little below 10 million pesos. Last example, merong nakarinig, investment finance professor, age 50. Parang gusto kong gawin yan. Gawin nating contest, tingnan natin kung sinong mananalo sa atin because yung 3,000 mo, Mario, gagawin kong 24,000 a month sa akin. Kasi mayaman ako. Tingnan natin, 8 times. 8 times the amount of Mario's regular investments. The problem is when you start age 50, you only have 10 years until you retire. So kahit na pare-pareho kayo ng rate of return, 5.1 million pesos. Guys, walang tama, walang mali ah. Because sa lahat ng mga examples na pinakita natin dito, they all shelled out less than a million, but they all earned more than a million. You don't need millions to make millions. You just need financial literacy. Just need to be aware of your choices, and you need consistency. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. Lahat sila kumita ng pera. 22, 15, 9, 5. They all made money. Mas maganda lang tingnan yung kay Mario because again, he started early but he was investing the least amount of money. But he ended up making more. Simply because he took advantage of time. PRT, principal times rate times time. No matter how small the principal is, no matter how small the rate of return is, for as long as you're investing long term, you guys can make money. Understood? All right? So as I wrap it up, guys, nung unang panahon, you need to physically appear before us to open an account. You need physical forms and you need a huge amount of money to get started. 2 million pesos, 100,000 pesos, 50,000 pesos, hindi siya student friendly. Again, back in the day. Right now, for you to make money, for you to get your investing journey started, all you need to do is, halimbawa gusto mong mag-save. Sabi kanina ni Jed, di ba? Huwag ka muna kayo mag-invest, mag-save muna kayo. Maging Sarah the saver, Sarah saver, Sam saver. For you to be able to start saving, you don't need to go to a Metro Bank branch. All you need to do is to download the Earnest mobile app. Ganun lang kadali yan for you to be able to open a savings account ng Metro Bank. Submit one valid ID, take a selfie, request for an ATM card if you want to, no initial deposit. Sir Andoy, baka naman merong average daily balance requirement yan. Yes, 500 pesos. Meron kayong 1 year to fund it with 500 pesos. And again, it's very student-friendly. It's a full function Metro Bank account. Pwede kang mag-transfer to GCash, pwede kang depositohan, pwede kang mag-bills payment simply by downloading one app. But that's saving. Sir Andoy, paano ako makakapag-invest sa stocks, sa bonds, sa funds, REITs? How do I get started? Ganun lang din kadali. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is you can create something out of nothing. You only get multiple streams of income if you create multiple sources of income, and that's what we're trying to give you the chance to. No, with First Metro Sec, open an account for you to get access to stocks, peso and dollar denominated mutual funds and UITFs, exchange traded funds, government and corporate bonds, and even real estate investment trusts, all in one account. All you need to do is to download the First Metro Sec Go mobile app, accomplish the online form, upload the required documents, take a selfie. Imagine taking a selfie as a requirement for you to open a bank and an investment account. No? And ito yung pinaka-importante. When you get asked by the system, how did you learn about us? Click seminar or event and type in APC. Kahit na small caps, kahit na all caps, no? Why? By default, if you open an account with us, 5,000 pesos ang minimum requirement. But when you type in APC as your account opening code, you'll be able to open your very own account for stocks, bonds, funds, and everything in between for as little as 1,000 pesos. So yun, APC. You don't need to be here to take advantage of the promo. So I'm not going to ask for your names. You can spread the word, people within your circle. For as long as syempre mas maganda if they're from the APC community, no. Asia Pacific College for you to open an account. Right. Tapos, ayan, as I wrap it up, no, gusto ko lang ipa-realize sa inyo how powerful this short course has been, no. Kasi sabi nila, the average Filipino billionaire daw has 7 streams of income. Hindi lang yan galing sa isang source of income. For you to be rich and for the rich to continue being richer, hindi lang isang source ng pera nila, ang pera nila. Marami silang pinagkakakitaan. For example, SM. They have BDO, they have the malls, they have condos, marami. Metro Bank, they have banks, they have MPI, they have investment firms. GT Cap, they have Toyota, marami. May insurance, may real estate, no. So Meron siyang 7 streams of income. And most of the time, they start with earned income. Trabaho. I earn what I get. I earn because of my labor. I earn because of what I do. Madalas yan ang pinag-uumpisahan yan. Tapos, pinapaikot nila yung pera. Merong kumikita from profit. I'm going to buy paper and I'm going to sell it for a profit. Kahit na gaano kaliit, basta kumikita ako ng pera, I'm making money. That's profit. I'm going to buy stuff from Divisoria, magpiprint ako, I'm going to sell it online for a profit, I make money. You buy stocks low, you sell it high, you make money. Some people make money from interest. Napag-usapan natin to kanina, deposits, nakakakuha tayo ng interest from bonds, tawag natin coupons, di ba? Some people make money from dividends, from stocks. Default to sa REITs kasi merong REIT law, 90% cash dividends. Merong kumikita sa rent dahil nagpatayo ng apartment, dahil bumili ng condo, or dahil nag-invest sa REITs. Merong kumikita sa pamamagitan ng capital gains. Again, buy low, sell high. Merong kumikita sa pamamagitan ng royalty, content creation, YouTube earnings, because of influencer activities, no. Pero over the past 40 minutes, 1 hour, I'm pretty sure and I'm confident I was able to share with you 6 out of the 7. Napag-usapan natin earned income, profit, interest income, dividends, rent, capital gains. Yung royalty, kayo na bahala dyan. From the content that you make, from songs that you sing, from your YouTube, your recently launched YouTube channel, we don't know. Pero at least 6 out of 7 in a crash course like this, I think hindi na masama. Okay? So what we're trying to say here is, guys, you guys need to rest. Hindi pwedeng trabaho kayo ng trabaho. Nung unang panahon, when I was your age, ang iniisip ko nung college ako, para mas kumita ako ng pera, mag-overtime ako na mag-overtime. Nung nag-umpisa akong magtrabaho, hindi ako nababayaran ng overtime because I was already an officer. I was hired by BPI to join its officership training program. So noon pa lang, specialist hire and then junior manager na agad, walang overtime. So no matter how hardworking you are, you're just going to get paid with the same salary, wala kang overtime. Naisip ko, again, we're only humans eh. Tao lang tayo. We need time to rest. We need time to relax. Sometimes, even if we're well rested, sometimes kahit nakakapagbakasyon tayo, sometimes we still end up getting sick. Again, because we're only humans. That's our body's way of telling us, oh, stop. Relax ka lang. Hinto ka muna. But if you're able to unlock the true potential of money, if you're able to save properly, sabi nga ni Jed kanina, if you're able to budget properly, and parang yung ginawa natin na example kanina with Mario, if you're able to invest, no matter how small the amount is, for as long as you do that consistently, you're actually going to make money. No? When you invest, your money is just going to work for you 24/7. You're attending seminars like this, pero nakapag-invest ka sa Jollibee, you are making money without you knowing. You're sleeping. You're commuting from your house to your school. You're commuting on your way home. You're making money without you knowing. Because Jollibee just keeps on selling Jolly hot dogs. Mang Inasal just keeps on selling, Only Rice PM1s, PM2s. Chowking just keeps on selling Laureates. You're making money because you're part of the group. You're a stockholder. You're a shareholder. You don't need your money. It's working 24/7. It doesn't need time to rest. It won't ask for days off. It won't ask for vacations. And again, no matter how hardworking your money is, your money won't get sick. That's what's very important. You unlock the true potential of money. All right. Again, with First Metro Sec, I'm encouraging all of you guys to follow us on our socials. I'm also the host of Wais by Choice. This is my podcast. Ang unang guest ko was Ninong Rai. Second guest ko was Jax Reyes of Kaskasan Buddies. Last week, I recorded a podcast with Janina Vela. And next month, I'm going to record something with Pag-ibig kasi Love Month. No? So I'm encouraging all of you guys to subscribe on Facebook, subscribe on Spotify. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. That's Wise by Choice. I also have my personal YouTube channel, Let's Invest PH. If you'd like to connect, I'm on Facebook. Just look for the verified badge. I'm Andrew Leo Beltran or Andoy Beltran. I'm also on Instagram, Andoy Beltran, and on LinkedIn. Ito yung surprise ko sa inyo. Again, please feel free to take a photo. Uh, as part of my project with Metro Bank last year, we actually published a financial literacy ebook. If you'd like to learn more about budgeting, saving, investing, insurance, credit cards, loans, no, you might want to download Earnest. This is my project for Metro Bank. This is a 12-chapter financial literacy ebook. And the good news is you can download a copy of this ebook absolutely for free. So all you need to do is to download by scanning the QR code in front of you. Again, you're going to get a copy of the presentation materials. Feel free to share, feel free to gift the ebook to family, friends, and classmates. So that's Financial Literacy ebook by Metro Bank Earnest. And as I wrap it up, again, there's nothing wrong with starting small. Pakonti-konti, parang ginawa ni Mario. What's important there is the consistency for you to get to where you want to be. And there's also nothing wrong with starting slow. Are you familiar with this fable? Sino yung nanalo? Sino yung dapat manalo? Nanalo lang yung pagong, hindi lang dahil nagyabang yung rabbit eh. Nanalo yung pagong kasi alam niya no matter how slow he just took it one step at a time. And that's what I'd like you to understand. No? It's cliche, but it's not a race. Eh. Especially when it comes to investing, you do it one allowance at a time, one sweldo at a time, one payday at a time, and take it from there. All right? And you don't need to be the best to start, but you need to start for you to become the best. So again, on behalf of Team First MetroSec and Metro Bank, this has been Andoy Beltran with Investing on a Budget, Wealth Management Hacks for Students. Maraming salamat.